I'm Tycho with Play on Tabletop, and I'm here today to play Judgement Eternal Champions. Judgement is a highly competitive, two-player, strategic tabletop wargame with MOBA elements. It's got amazing champions. You can do all sorts of really cool stuff, slay monsters, go up levels. I can't wait to show you how cool this game is. I'm playing against Peter, and I get to play with one of the creators and learn about the game from the inside out.
I'm Peter. I'm here representing Creature Caster. Wanted to come back for sort of a redemption match.
I'm really hoping to get down in this game a little bit more of the deeper strategy and learn more about the nuances of how the turns work, how the characters interact, try and eke out a win. Ah!
You know, I'm gonna go first. We've got the rematch, so I will do the same thing.
So I get to see your deployment.
You do. I am going to deploy Rakir. We'll go there. Zoran is actually gonna go here, and Skull is going to go there.
Peering out from behind the pillar, I need no cover.
So we are at the first communion phase. Skip every step apart from the fate, so we both get a fate. And I have the first activation. I think I'm going to charge at the gloom.
The dagger!
A solid and a maneuver. So we resolve the damage first. A solid is 3 from Rakir. I'm gonna grab Gloom and move Gloom into the lava.
Is that 1 more damage?
Yes, that'll deal 1 damage. So I have 3 dice left, and I'm gonna have to go with another attack. Oh, that is perfect, or good enough anyway. 3 more damage, because I'm doing solid again. Not killed yet. Maneuver, so for the maneuver, I'm gonna put poison onto Gloom.
Oh, you're not gonna move her, you're gonna poison Toxin for the last.
So Gloom is now poisoned, and then I'll use my Toxin ability, so that costs 1 fate, and I do 2d6 damage, which is gonna guarantee to kill her.
Boom. Poor Gloom, down she goes. And Rakir has gone up to level 2.
To level 2, not bad. I will give myself the bounty of killing Gloom. I'm gonna spend the fate, and because I'm way out there in the middle of nowhere, I think I'm gonna take the safe play and get the Boots of Agility on Rakir.
Don Regar might be a little upset with Rakir.
It's understandable.
Stealing the puppy. He's just gonna charge you.
In charge range.
Raw Minotaur! That would be 6 dice minus 4 plus 2 in the charge leaves me 4.
I've got Agility 5 because I purchased the Boots of Agility.
Ooh, so I only got 3 dice. So that's a glance and a double maneuver. I think you might be taking a walk through the lava.
Seems likely.
So yeah, I will do the glance, which does 2 damage, drag you through 2 squares.
It doesn't matter how many squares you push me through, it'll only be 1 damage for that. So total of 3, now I'm down to 13.
And Stone Form.
The popular Stone Form move. I'm going to charge Donragar. Charge like that.
Agility 1!
And Skull has a melee of 5, so that'll be 4 for his base. And he will get 2 for the charge. And 1 bonus for Rakir. Okay, so not a great roll with all those dice. I got a solid, which will do nothing to you, I think. I will get my dual wield attack onto Donragar.
4 minus 1 plus 1.
And nothing. Could move myself. And I guess it is a little bit better to be positioned here next to the soul pit.
And you're technically visible because you're within 2?
Yes. I will then put the bulwark and cast this onto Rakir. And that's the end of that activation.
All right.
Become savage.
Savage myself! Or savage you. Become savage. Rakir looks to be in charge range.
That's perfect. That's a slalom charge.
Slalom charge. That gives me 8 dice. Minus 5 for your agility, which is 3. Yes. Plus 2 in the charge, which brings me back to 5. And plus 1 for the gang up.
That's right.
Ah! That's nice. I like that a lot. Critical hit and a maneuver.
Critical hit from Brock does 5.
It certainly does.
I will go down 5.
And it also activates my backswing. This is only going to be 4 dice for the backswing because I lose my charge bonus. Glance for 2, and I am going to move for here.
Right.
For the final maneuver there.
Rakir's definitely in a spot of trouble over there. So I think I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to stand next to the shrine. I would like to summon a skeleton, but I don't have any fate to do that. So I'm just going to have to shoot Brock. So that'll be 7 minus your agility of 3. I should have 4 dice. And I rolled a solid.
Do you mind if I redirect that?
You can redirect that.
So redirected, he's fine. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 dash for 1 activation point. Give me some fate.
Both getting the fate.
And that puts me within 3 of Rakir, which happens to be the reach of my wither soul. You're engaged, so I only get 1 die, right?
You got 1 die. It's a good thing I got those boots.
Yeah, those boots are nice.
Fancy boots distracting you.
Fancy boots.
Got a maneuver. You can only move yourself.
Maneuver, because why not?
All right.
I will zap Skull. So 7 minus 3 is 4, minus 1, 3.
Yes, you do 2 damage, resilience of 1, so I will take 1. Taking me to 20 life left. Let's go.
And you know what? Let's maneuver, because maneuvering is good.
So we are finished round 1. Communion phase for round 2, and at the start of communion phase, your regeneration triggers, but you have no damage. We move souls, they are nothing to move, and we move monsters, nothing to move there. So we go to the generate fate. So we both get 1 fate for free, and we both control a shrine, so D6.
Ooh, shrine me up.
We both rolled badly.
So far, my fate shrine rolling has not been timely.
Spawn a soul.
Low, high? Low. Ooh.
I get the first activation. I am not enjoying attacking Brock when he's right next to Donragar.
No. Oh yeah, I can redirect again.
So I'm going to charge this elf, which we get to do the parting blow.
Sorry, started with 8. Minus 5 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. Didn't manage to knock you down, but that'll be a solid blow for 3 damage. Charge. So 7 minus 5 is 2, plus 2 is 4.
I just need a good roll. Just 1 good roll.
You need some J's there is what you're looking for.
Yeah, 2 J's would be great.
Come on, elf, backflips. That's
I'll
not
take
enough
this.
backflips.
I'll take this. So
solid hit.
So this is going to be a solid, and I get 2 maneuvers. So you are going to be poisoned.
Oh boy.
So solid for 3, so 3 damage on this fragile elf. I will then poison you, which is awesome, and
Toxin.
I will toxin you. Yeah, spend a fate, and I'll do 2d6 true damage to Saiyan. How much health can I kill her right now if I roll 12?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Got 10 hit points.
10 hit points. Awesome. That's good. 7 right there.
Most of the way.
We will then spend the last action to attack. And that's a solid.
Can't buy a break. Down she goes.
So I will level up, so that'll heal me for 2. So I'm at 10 health right now. I am going to put a soul onto Rakir.
Brock is very sad that you would do something so horrible to his friend. So, maybe sad's not quite the word, but he's gonna come after you. So he's gonna charge. He goes sidestep, straight charge. My 8 dice run down to 3, up 2 to 5. Well, I need to crit.
You probably do.
So, fate might be involved here. For the gods! That
is a
is
crit.
exactly what I needed. I like that a lot. Which is 5 damage from Brock.
I have 5 health left.
I'm actually going to maneuver you away from the shrine then, instead of maneuvering me to the shrine, because I don't want to give you cover yet. In the backswing?
I'm dead. Oh, sorry. Backswings can never do a crit. It can only do a solid. So I believe that's 3 damage. You laughed too soon. But you'll probably get the last laugh in this particular.
All right, so now I need to do a glancing blow with my last AP here.
You gotta, don't whiff. That's a whiff.
Luckily I have fate for that.
Yeah, don't whiff again.
That's exactly what I needed. There we go.
You got it.
My glance and my maneuver.
So Rakir dies, and I will lose the soul. It shall dissipate into the winds.
My savagery does not get renewed. Brock has to catch his breath. Gets a soul. Goes up a level.
Yes. Make sure you get your soul.
2 health.
I am going to go 1, 2, 3 to move to here. And then I will attempt a soul harvest. And that grabs me Zoran the soul. So Zoran will go up to level 2. That's all of his actions. Nothing else I can do. It's your activation.
It's all left to Donragar. I might as well just try and pummel the Etin as best I can. Pummeling, for goodness! I have 6 minus your 3, leaves me with 3. It's a glance and maneuver. I'll do a damage to you, and I will maneuver myself. Let's do that again.
Same result. 1 damage to Skull.
Yeah, I'll move Skull. And for my last activation, I will Snowfall. You know what? He's your defender. I think I want to limit your options.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend a fate. I'm going to Stone Grasp. The big guy.
I think that was a good play. I will go to Skull, and Skull, after that was a good turn for you. You definitely made it rough. So Skull's gonna have to attack Donragar. Donragar has high resilience, so I probably won't do any damage. So I really want the 2 pushes. So I have a melee of 5, and you have agility of 1, so that gives me 4 dice. And that's 2 pushes and a solid. So I will push myself right to there. So I do have 2 AP left. I'm going to try and charge Brock and knock Brock off of this. And then I will get to the bonus fate. Melee of 5.
I have an ability of 3, leaves you with 2 plus 2, 4.
And -1 because you do get cover there.
Oh, that's right, thank you.
So I want 1 maneuver to push you away. That's my goals. And I got 2 maneuvers and a solid. So 3 damage to Brock from the solid blow. And I'm going to push Brock. Could you push Brock back for a 1 there? And I'm going to push myself over this way, I think. And that's the end of the round. We have the start of the communion phase. Donragar, has he taken any damage? No. There is no free souls and no free monsters. We generate fate, and you'll get 1 from your soul.
So will you.
And I got 1, and then I get a D3 more. So 2 more fate. We shall spawn the souls down at this bottom soul pit. And Gloom shall respawn right in the center there.
Ooh, I forgot about that. She goes munchy munchy right away.
She does.
Big pile of dice for you.
A crit.
So that's 8, take 5.
Resilience 3.
Oh, that hurts.
You're still looking pretty healthy with Donragar. So we now resurrect our heroes. You get to resurrect Saiyan with full health, and you're first player, so she has to go down first. And I get to resurrect Rakir with 13 health. And now you can call your FG power.
I'm gonna do that just so Gloom doesn't chew poor Donragar up completely when I fly away.
You get the first activation.
He could drop his soul off for 1. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna scream and leap. Yeah. So he will sidestep. 1, 2, 4. Dash. Charge.
So when you move through here, you will
I'm
engage.
flying and nimble.
Oh, you're flying and nimble, so no problem.
Don't think that's a problem here. Normally that would be a nip.
Would be. You'd
But
definitely get nipped.
He's a flying dwarf. I don't know if it's a great plan, but he's out there. He's having fun. He's doing his dwarven thing. Again, I'm being a little bit aggressive, but I have 7 dice, minus 4 for your thing, plus 2, so that's gonna be 5. Come on, Brock, do me proud.
That's what I like to see.
It's not amazing enough for me to spend a fate. Let's try for something more amazing.
That's fair. Slightly more amazing?
Slightly more amazing. I like this, because I can do something that isn't amazing, but it's fun. I like fun. Okay, so I'll push Zeron to get chewed on.
Okay.
And then I will own the pit.
All right, well,
And
nothing
so
much I can do there.
Gloom gets hungry and is going to give you a nibble. 8 dice minus 4. Gloom is hungry. 8 damage.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left with 5 health.
That is the end of Brock's activation.
So I am going to have to activate Skull. I will be charging Brock. I'm going to sidestep here and then charge like that.
Fantastic.
So Skull has a melee of 5. You have an agility of 3. That's 2 dice. And 2 dice for the charge. I do.
I don't like that. I think it's going to go on to Donregard.
Fair enough. Okay, so I will resolve that against Donregard. Does he still have stone form
He
up?
certainly does.
He does. Okay, so nothing happens from that.
I guess you could maneuver yourself.
I could maneuver myself, but I am not going to. I get a dual wield attack. So I get no bonus for charging. I get 1 against you. Because it's minus 1 on the dual wield. And that is going to glance you for 2.
I don't have any resilience at this moment.
Now, I could choose to attack you again, but I need this temporary health on Zoran, so that is what is going to happen.
He's got nibbled on good, didn't he?
He didn't enjoy what happened there.
So, she goes next to the shrine. She can Holy Shield Brock for 1 AP. That's the best I can do to protect poor Brock.
I will use my free purchase maneuver.
Yeah, you've got the money to do it.
I've got the money to do it. Now the question is, do I want Leech to get some of my health back here? I don't think so. I think I want the Vorpal Blade to give him +1 melee.
He sharpens that dagger and sharpens it good.
And I am going to charge, so I'll sidestep here and then move 3 like that. So this is a pretty good attack for me because I now have a melee of 8 and you have an agility of 3, so that's 5 base. 2 for charging.
1 for gang up.
All part of my
toss me
plan.
into gloom, and I'm gonna go down in the heap. Probably what's gonna happen here. Oh yeah.
So I got
Oh, you don't get to crit and toss me around.
crit and toss. So how much health does Brock have?
Brock has 13 health right now.
Okay, so I will solid. I push Brock right over here into gloom, who is going to unleash a world of hurt on Brock. So Gloom has a melee of 8, I think, so 5 dice minus the 1. All right, and that's a crit.
Why?
So that is going to slay you, I believe.
I had 10. So Brock is still alive to do upsetting things to you.
What will Donregard do?
What would Donregard do? So I could just fly right over Gloom and charge Zeron in the rear?
You could, yes.
Ooh.
That would be a good move. That's what I would do.
All right, so let's do that. So 2 activation points to charge the slalom? Yeah. That's what it'll end up like.
Okay.
Roar! And that gives me 6 minus 4 plus 2. And you're ganged up upon.
That's a crit.
That's a crit. I like crits.
That's
He is a good
5,
solid
I think.
5 for that, yeah.
Okay, bulwark is gone. That was devastating. And you get a maneuver.
I can maneuver you away from Gloom and then back to her.
If you roll another maneuver, you can, yes.
Right. So I will maneuver you away, which will remove my gang up bonus from this next.
Yes. So you'll get 2 dice.
And I need to hit a maneuver on them to have a chance at saving that soul. Let's do it. Let's
Let's not do it.
let's
That would not be
save
fun.
Saiyan's soul.
Come on, Zeron.
Come on! Donragar!
Oh, just a glance.
Just a glance, so I will spend my last fate.
Oh, you're really going for it.
Try and make this.
Investing everything into this.
Come on, Donragar. Don't fail me now. That's it! That's what I wanted!
So that's 2 more damage. So I go down to 3 and you get a maneuver.
And I will maneuver you right back to Gloom.
Okay, Gloom gets an attack against me with 4 dice.
4 dice.
And I think if you do anything, I die. You get glances for 3.
Sadly, I have no more fate to reroll Gloom's dice. I don't think I can probably do that anyway, but that is the one success I needed.
Oh, so close to survival. You pushed me into Gloom, but if it happens during your turn, or the opponent's turn, you don't get a level and you don't get a soul. I had a really good chance of harvesting that soul and then shenanigans back to my base, and it probably would have locked out the game. And now I don't have a shrine, so yeah, it's pretty good for you.
I did something good!
Devastating round. Okay. Communion phase. Donragar has no damage still.
He's fine.
So no regeneration. We move Unbound Souls, so the closest hero is Dawn. So it'll go D2 towards Donragar. 2, so it ends up right next to Donragar, which is actually kind of good for me.
Great, now I have to go through the lava to get it.
We now move the monster, so the monster moves to the closest hero. Brock is adjacent.
Touch it, yeah.
And is going to fight him.
Uh-oh.
5 dice.
5 dice.
8 versus 3. Can I completely whiff? That would be nice. No.
I only have 2 hit points left, but I don't die because I'm actually level 2.
Oh, that's right.
So my heroic destiny kicks in, and I end up at 1 hit point, which is not good for me. And I don't think this is something I get to activate. It just happens.
It just happens. You can't choose.
So
yeah.
Fantastic.
I'll take it. If that's what I have to do to win. I'll take that one. You get a soul.
So
Goes here.
I get D3 fate.
Yes, I get nothing. I have no souls.
Oh, I have one up here. That counts, doesn't it?
So you will get a fate for that, and you'll get D3 fate from the shrine.
Come on, shrine. Treat me well. 2. I will call that a big win for me.
And that'll be the respawn. So he's level 2, so he'll be at 10 health. I am going to activate Skull, and Skull is going to charge block. So I'm going to charge into so the soul doesn't block movement, but I can't stand on a soul, so I can move through it.
Interesting.
I get a total of 5 versus yours 3 is 2, plus 2 for charging, plus 1 for Rakir being engaged. And if I get a glance, you die. A solid blow and a maneuver.
Or you could take 2 maneuvers. It doesn't matter. I only have 1 hit point.
Skull gets soul, it goes up to level 2, so he heals for 3, so that puts him at 21.
Which path is he choosing?
I'm gonna go with the warrior again. I just can't help it. I like smashing things with a big giant axe. That's it for that charge. So Skull will then cast the temporary health onto Rakir. It's the last action point.
Oh, it's so frustrating that I got my special power just in time to give up a soul to you.
That was actually unfortunate.
That was really bad for me in the end. Donragar. What are you up to? I'm charging. So 6 minus 5 is 1, plus 2 is 3. Bad move, just like I thought. Spend the fate.
So you had the negative energy, Tycho, the negative energy.
Positive energy doesn't work for me either, okay?
Oh, not the best either. Solid. So that's going to do 3 damage. I got 2 left on the bulwark.
All right, I got 1 dice to try and go for my maneuver here into Gloom. Do I fate this? Is there any point? I need to do something.
Okay. You got it.
Got the maneuver. So, we get to play with him.
So you get 3 dice from the Gloom. Okay, so
he nibbles.
3 damage. That removes the bulwark. So we'll do 1 damage to Rakir. I am going to just attack Gloom because I think that's what makes the most sense here. I have 8 versus your 4, so I get 4 dice on Gloom. That's a very good roll. So that is going to be a crit on Gloom for 5 damage. I have maneuvers. I'm going to use his level 2 ability, which is Escape. So I can place a Shadow Orb token, which is this. I'm going to put it here, and then I can Shadow Step, and I'm going to go here.
Uh-oh.
And then I'm going to attack Saiyan. And so I get 3 dice against Saiyan's 5 agility. That is a solid, so 3 damage to Saiyan. And I'm going to attack again.
Wow.
All right, so that is a solid and a maneuver.
You can't seem to not roll lots of stuff.
Well, you know, doing some work. Rakir is going to maneuver himself so that he is now next to the shrine. No more free fate for you.
So, I'm down to Saiyan, it looks like.
When she activates, she heals.
She heals herself.
Yes, and everybody around her.
Cool. All right, well, that means I gotta try and drop you right here. So I'm getting 2 dice, because I can do magic in melee range. You have cover here too, don't you?
I have cover, yeah.
So I only get 1 die. Oh, that'll be 2 damage.
That will take me down to 10 health left.
I am gonna use an augury. And at the very end, before I finish, even though I have no action points left, I will soul beckon, because it only costs me a fate. I have an effective soul harvest of 3 here, because normally it's 6 minus 1 minus 2, right?
Yeah.
So I need to hit a 9, and I have a reroll from my augury.
Yeah. Which is really good for this, because it lets you reroll just 1 dice.
Here's hoping, needing a 9.
That's a 9.
That's a 9. So the soul pops off and moves towards me.
That is not ideal for me.
There's souls just wandering around. And that's the end of my turn.
What does Zoran want to do? I'm going to go to there. I'm going to summon a skeleton. And the skeleton's going to see if he can become the man of the hour again. And charge.
Are you going to tackle a minotaur into...
There's a skeleton. My skeletons are champions. So it's only 1 and then 2 for the charge. And that's a judgment and a crit.
God.
So
your skeletons are so scary.
they're terrifying. So the skeleton will crit you for a monstrous 3 damage.
Take 2.
Take 2. And then you get to visit Gloom. And Gloom is going to attack you for a lot more. 5 dice from Gloom against you. Melee of 8 versus agility of 3. And that is going to be a solid blow, which I think does 5 damage from Gloom.
I'll take 4 of that. All turning up roses for you.
Could be worse.
So hero.
The skeleton was like,
your hero.
Skull needs to be saved.
Totally
I'm
worthy.
coming in. We're on to the communion phase. We shall have some regeneration.
2 points back to good old Dawn. Moving on to
Monsters and souls.
monsters. Chew on Dawn.
Unbound souls would move, but they're adjacent to heroes, so they don't move anywhere. And so yes, we will get 5 more Gloom dice. Gloom is just rampaging this game. And that's a solid, so that's 5 damage, so you take 4. Gets generate fate.
So I get
you
1.
You get 1 for having the soul.
You get
I got
D3.
zip, but I get D3. 3.
Wow.
No souls can spawn because there's already 2 souls on the board. There's actually 3 souls on the board. And now we resurrect dead heroes.
Hi guys, how's it going?
That means that I get to choose if I want to use my effigy power. And I'm gonna say no.
You know what? That leaves me a fantastic opportunity here.
To get that level 2 on
That
Dawn
Dawn
that you've
Regard
always
has been
wanted.
just dying for all this time. Come on, Dawn. Do it well. Well, I got the maneuver.
Okay.
There I am. And he'll swing again. Hoping for goodness. Huh? That'll take him down to 1 hit point left.
1 hit point.
And I gotta do something here. Come on, Dawn. Be the hero. Oh, he needed stone form too. Oh well. That's what he needed the first roll.
That's what he needed the first roll. So, Gloom dies. You have a maneuver, so you can push yourself if you choose to.
So I heal 2 for going up a level.
You also get a fate for the bounty. So there's one fate for you.
Fate for the
And you can go shopping if you'd like.
All right, I've got an all stone. I paid my fate.
I'm gonna activate Zoran. Zoran's little skeleton will go 1, 2. Zoran's actually gonna summon a second skeleton, and that'll cost me a fate because I do not have a soul bound to me. And then I'm gonna try and pick up this soul. So that will basically, I need a 4. That is not, oh, that is just made it. So I will pick up the soul, and that will go on Zoran. And then this skeleton has 2 AP, and this one has 1. He's gonna go 1, 2. And this skeleton's gonna just charge, because why not? I love charging with skeletons. Skeleton has 1 base attack dice, 2 for charging, 1 for a skeleton assist, and 1 for a skull assist. So that's gonna be 5 dice from the skeleton.
Ooh, sure it is. All right.
Crit.
How much?
And maneuver you. Only 3 damage, even with the crit, so 2. And I'm gonna pick Don up and put him right there.
I am going to move away. My first activation. You can partner.
I will try to get that knocked down. No, 3 to you.
And I am going to try and gather that soul from here. The gathering of the soul for 2 activation points. Fails. She'll use her augury though. That will succeed. Now she's level 2. She goes up by a whole hit point.
I'm gonna activate Skull, and he's gonna cast Bulwark. Skull will then charge, a total of 3 dice.
God.
Not actually what I was going for, but I'll take the 4 damage on you. I get my dual wield attack, which will be just 1 die. That's maneuver. I will push you towards Rakir. That's what I was hoping for, yeah. You know, I find that's the key to winning, Tycho, is just roll exactly what you want. So it is your turn.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's
huh?
it.
I can spend a fate on a Vorpal Blade for Brock. And because he spawned, this doesn't cost me an action point. So he sidesteps and then slalom charge.
But if you do that, I get a parting blow, so
With Skull, right? I'll take it.
it wasn't destined.
It wasn't destined to be. Okay. All right. So that's about as good as I can do for this charge. That's going to be all of his action points.
3 plus 2 for the charge is 5.
Come on, Brock. Do your worst. That's your worst. That's your absolute worst. Is this a cock die?
Sure, I'll give that one to you.
Yes!
There you go. Solid hit.
And I'm going to maneuver you away from my sweet lady.
All right, so 1 point. So your solid is 3, actually? Yeah, so 2 points left on the Bulwark. Rakir will charge back into contact with Sane.
I gotta get better at this guy.
Yeah, so he gets 3 dice because he's melee 8. He gets 2 for the charge, and then it's -1 because Brock is interfering, and +1 because Skull is ganging up, so 5. And -1 because you're in cover.
Get to cower behind the shrine.
Yes. Cannot escape my daggers.
Stay away. Yes. Oh yes.
That's definitely a fate that's happening there. We want better dice.
Oh no.
Okay, that'll do it. This is 2 maneuvers for the poison, so I shall slap the poison down, and I shall pop the toxin for fate. That will be auto death. So that will be the death of Sand. So I will gain a soul. So that is onto Rakir. And my last AP, I will attack Brock. So that's my 8 versus your 3, that's 5. And I got 2 maneuvers and a hit. It's a glance, which does 2. I can poison you, so I think I will poison you. That's the end of the round, yes. You're definitely not out of the battle, but I'm in the lead. So Communion Phase, regenerate 2 on Donragar. Then we move Unbound Souls. They're not going to go anywhere. We do not spawn Gloom. We now generate Fate. You get 1 for your soul.
You get all the rest.
2, and then I get 2d6, basically. 1 for each shrine. So that's 4 more Fates. We resurrect the heroes, so Sane comes back.
This is scary. I guess I can go behind my shrine. I'll do it here, sorry. So I can try and strip Rakir.
I'm gonna call my effigy power. Rakir is going to have to jump out of combat to go back to the effigy. Skull is going to move next to that Shadow Orb. And Zoran is going to come over here next to Rakir. And you get the first activation.
Okay. Start with Dawn, see if I can make this happen.
All right.
Takes 1 for going through the lava.
I'm going through the lava, and I get the parting blow. It's a glance of 1, so it does nothing.
And the parting from Skull?
And the parting from Skull is 3 dice as well. And that's nothing.
So I got away. Plus 2 is 4. Oh.
2 maneuvers and a solid.
Solid is 3.
7 life left.
So I will use my fate to grasp you, but I am going to do my final attack. And that'll add 2.
Okay, 2 more, so down to 5. I'm gonna activate Zoran. I'm gonna charge with my skeleton. Gotta push you off, bank my soul, play the safer game. I've got the assist, and I'm charging, so. I will push you back that way. I will take an advance with Zoran to go back here. Zoran is going to bank this soul because he's in a tenuous position. He's going to zap Donragar. Magic of 7, so that's 4 dice. I gotta push, it's not really good for anything. So the skeleton is gonna go there, and that's the end of Zoran's turn. Savagery?
Savagery.
That's fine.
The dwarf will charge off. Do the partings happen before I move or after?
They happen the second you move out of his melee range.
Skulls. Why did I spend that fate on Stone Grasp?
So that's a solid for 3 damage.
And this parting from...
And that's 1 damage.
5 dice. Need a crit. No rerolls. It's all happening right here.
Not a crit. That is too
It
bad.
does a nice solid 3 damage. I'll maneuver myself over here.
You did not succeed in killing Zoran.
Nuts.
I have to activate Rakir. I have to bank this soul because I don't want to risk anything at this point in time. And then I'm going to charge Brock with Rakir. He's like, you are not getting away, dwarf. And that is good. So I crit you for 5. I inflict poison upon you. I toxin you. And can we finish out this game? Here we go. 6 more true damage.
Won't kill me. Reroll?
Won't kill you. You know what? I am gonna reroll. Let's see if we can.
That'll do it.
10 damage. So you come back to life with 1
hit point.
1 hit point.
Saiyan only has 2 activation points because she respawned. I can see you if I get within 2, and I really need some fate. So you want to blast away from there.
4 dice.
There's the crit I've
That's
been
the
looking
crit.
for. 2 maneuvers. Allow me to move back 1. Alright, so that means she does 4 damage.
Skull is just gonna charge in and kill Brock. I think that's what I've got to do. Beauty dwarf. So that's 2 dice. 2 for the charge, and then 1 for the assist. And that is a crit, which will definitely kill Brock.
That'll do her.
So So I harvest some tasty dwarf soul. Rock goes into the dead pile. And Skull goes up to level 3 combat. Warrior tree. Let me get rid of the poison. I have 1 activation left on Skull. I'm just going to cast Bulwark. I'm going to cast it onto this one. That's my final activation. That's the last activation of the turn. So communion phase. We see Dawnregar's regeneration 3. We move souls, D3, or D2, so it goes 1. So that soul will stay there. Now we generate fate. So you get 1 fate for the soul.
Ooh, and a D3.
Clean
Come on, fate. Yay, 2 fate.
And I would gain the fate for my souls, but I got lots of fate, so I'm gonna be okay without it. Then we go to Gloom Summoning. Back. Resurrect your heroes. You get the first activation.
I gotta do the best I can. So a move and a soul pickup.
6. I am contesting with the little skeleton.
So I've got to fate that. Ah, that's even worse. All right, your activation.
Activate Zoran. The skeleton's going to move 1 step closer to this soul. Zoran is going to advance closer to the soul. And he will try a soul harvest with 2 little assistants. So he needs a 4. A 4 to claim a soul.
Victory!
And he gets it.
Good game.
Good game.
Well, I had a great time hacking down some foes and stealing souls and stuff. I didn't put myself in the best position to win this game. Sadly, it was not to be. Skeletons seem to be the most dangerous thing on the map.
Skeletons outperforming. You know, you can see that they're really powerful when you can get sort of these gang ups and you can get the charges. And they just allow you to control the position of heroes on the board.
Well, Peter, I'll get you next time.